Welcome to Boxing on the Record with Randy. Before I get started, I'd like to take a station break. This is the time you need to like, dislike, subscribe, share, comment, do something to engage with the channel so that we can reach other people in the channel or grow. And what I'm asking you for, it don't cost you nothing at all. It's free. That's the most important thing about it. It's free. Now back to our regular scheduled program. First of all, I want to say congratulations to both fighters. They gave us a heck of a fight tonight. They left it all on the table. In the ring, they gave it they all. You can't ask for nothing more than that. Them giving it they all. But I was kind of disappointed with the scorecards because it made me question what I was seeing. I wouldn't say Roach ran away with the fight. I would say it was close, but it tilted in Roach's favor. And when I heard the scorecard read 115, 111 for Pitbull, I was like, okay. One of the judges got it wrong, but the other two judges probably gonna give it to Roach. But to my surprise, and to everyone else's surprise, it didn't happen that way. They gave it to a draw. Now, I really can't see no draw in that because Rocha, he kept Pitbull on his back foot the last part of the fight. There was times where Pitbull didn't even want to engage. He took him out of his game. I mean, he abandoned his game. But then when Roach came in, he came in fighting Pitbull's game and beating him at his own game. So I don't know why they didn't see that or why they didn't even take that in consideration when they were scoring it. As I said, he took him out of his game. He abandoned what he came in there to do and what he was doing because it didn't work on Roach. It didn't work. And the problem with that was he didn't know what to do after that because he's a one-dimensional fighter. So when his plan didn't work, he didn't have no other plan because his plan was to just come in there and bombard him and probably put Roach on the back foot and keep him running from him all night. And it kind of worked his magic. But then when Roach met him in the middle of the ring and thugged it out with him, as they would say, and he didn't win that, I mean, what do you do next when you ain't got no plan? At times, Pitbull didn't even want to engage. Kind of reminded me of when Canelo didn't want to engage with Crawford. But it just didn't last that long. It was just a brief second. He didn't want to engage because he's confused. He don't know what he's doing in there. He don't know what to do. In the corner don't have no answer for it. So it makes me wonder, is Pitbull the one that was hyped up off the heels of Tank Davis? And Rocha might still be that guy? Not saying that he's the elite, but are we looking at another Sean Porter type guy? Because he don't mind fighting, he can do it. But I think if he would have stuck to his plan, his game plan last night, he would have had it. He would have won. Clearly, I should say, clearly. But then you still got the WBC. Mauricio Sulaiman told Crawford, well, he told us about the WBC. You get great benefits with the WBC. And those are some of the benefits that you get with the WBC. They're already trying to market Pitbull. They were trying to market Pitbull after they come off of the Tank Davis fight. And they was trying to build him into a star. They was trying to build him into a main event fighter. And they had to rob Roach in order to keep their star pupil in that fashion. He's not the flagship, but in order to keep a moneymaker in that fashion or build a moneymaker. But the problem with that is when you rob a fighter, that's why I don't like that. When you rob a fighter, you don't just rob him of that event that night. You rob him of his career. Pitbull just got a gift. And we know all fighters get gifts. And somebody might say, oh, he didn't get no gift. That was a draw. But if you look at him at the end of the fight, you can always tell who got the short end of the stick. The one that's mad. You meet two people, and one of them get the short end of the stick. They griping, they complaining. They trying to figure out why they got robbed, why you did me wrong. But the one that's smiling feel like they're okay with the decision. And that's what it looked like to me at the end of the fight. Pitbull looked like he was okay with that decision because I just dodged a bullet. And Roach was like, y'all just robbed me for the second time in a row. It stalls his career. Because if you don't rob him, he get the belt. He get past Pitbull. He get to move on and try to start unifying and maybe try to become undisputed. I could be reaching, but that's the goal that these guys have when they get the belt. But now he got to either run it back or try to find somebody else to fight with a belt to fight for a belt. So you don't just rob him of the event. You derail his life or whoever fighter, male or female. And I can see how the WBC is in control of these people's lives. If you play ball, we got you. If you don't want to play ball with us, we'll ruin your life. May not be a big deal to some of y'all what happened tonight, but to me, it's a big deal. Even if it had been Pitbull in that situation. When you rob these young kids or young men, you change their life. And for some of them, this is all they got, that one chance. And their whole family and everything is riding on it, not just the fight. But I feel like Roach won. I feel like he got robbed, but I feel like it was a soft robbery. It wasn't really no strong arm robbery. But what say you? We out of here. Like last year.